There's a kind of pain that doesn't announce itself loudly. It doesn't come with sirens or warning signs written in red. It arrives quietly in the way someone makes you feel like you're never quite enough, and then turns around and makes you feel like you're everything. And somehow that push and pull becomes home. I knew something was wrong long before I admitted it. I felt it the way you feel a change in weather, not with your eyes, but somewhere deep in your body. A tension, a low hum beneath the surface of every beautiful moment we shared. Because there were beautiful moments. That's the part people never talk about. It wasn't all darkness. Some of it was the most alive I've ever felt. But I also felt myself, disappearing slowly, quietly. The way water shapes a stone, not all at once. But over time, grinding something away that I didn't even notice was gone, until I reached for it, and it wasn't there. I want you to know, I see you. I see the version of you that showed up with such tenderness, such intensity. I see the part of you that genuinely wanted to be loved. And that's what made it so hard. Because I believed in who you could be, sometimes more than you did. And I held on to that version of you like a promise. Like if I just loved you enough, the storm inside you would quiet down. But the storm never quieted. It just got better at wearing a calm face. And I kept pouring into something that didn't know how to hold water. Not because I was blind, but because I chose to see beyond what hurt me. That's both my gift and my wound, so I left. Not in anger. Not with certainty. I left breaking. I left with your voice still echoing in my chest. I left while every single part of me was reaching backward, searching for the version of you I fell for, the one that felt so real, even when it wasn't. People think walking away means you're healed, that you've made peace with it. They don't see what happens after the door closes. They don't see the 2 a.m. silence that wraps around you like something alive. They don't see the moment you reach for your phone and stop yourself. They don't see you sitting with the weight of a decision you know is right and still feel completely destroyed by. That's where I am. Not triumphant. Not free. Just honest. Just sitting inside the truth of this, that I loved something real, even if it was wrapped in something painful. That it mattered. That you mattered. And maybe that's the hardest thing to carry. Not the loss of what we had, but the loss of what I believed we could have been. I didn't leave because I stopped caring. I left because I cared too much about something that was slowly asking me to care about myself less. And I couldn't do that anymore, even if it means hurting like this. Even if it means carrying this ache for longer than I want to. Even if part of me still wonders, I still chose this. I chose this, and it's the loneliest right decision I've ever made.